just like that, I put in that system that's a lot stronger on my alarm system, because I felt literally, like I explained the last time, about I can't see it, but I can feel it. Is because I give that 3 seconds feeling that energy. And sure enough, the sensor goes off because of the vibration, right? And then from the vibration, you can feel its energy. And that's just what happened, for example, right now with my alarm system. So whether it is the alarm system, it's the alarm system that's in you because you don't feel right, that you feel that there's not that balance. And you're not ignoring it, you're humbling yourself to look at what's going on. And so that's what really comes down to on how we look with our lifestyle, right? There's so much good, the bad, and the evil right now going on in this world, and it got worse and worse and worse. Or maybe it was always there, and really, the crisis that we got to now, where there is so much of these different kind of version and contents of what's out there, so pick and choose. I choose my content by, first of all, doing this exercise, because by doing this exercise, it aligns me to every day wake up to find the best version of me. Because by doing this exercise, you learn, oh my God, today I read or I saw so many bad news about the weather, or I read so many bad news about the war. I heard so many bad things what Puff Daddy did, or P Daddy did, or whatever his name is, and so you get to see that, in this world of money, fame, also comes the good, the bad, and the evil. And, really putting yourself and draining yourself out each day of watching TV or watching this or watching that, watching the social media, it gets to you. And so figure out the contents and limit yourself. And this is all about you. If you are into K-pops and that makes you feel good, great. If you're into doing, TV game or watching Netflix, great. But remember now, this is really how it's going to affect your everyday best of your version. And what you put in, the contents you put in your mind, body, and soul really comes out to what your habits starts to become. Habits such as food, exercise, and your surrounding. So these are a lot of things that we have to take into consideration. And that's why I'm doing this video earlier, to get us the last hurrah of 2023, so we can already start to cultivate and planting the seed, because you're not going to expect it to start to germinate and into seedlings if you don't have the right type of soil or the right type of energy. I mean, when you look at my garden, everything I eat, I throw it out there, except for certain things, it gives them calcium, stuff like that, but certain things that needs to be thrown away, I throw it away. But most of all, anything that is perishable, like avocados or orange peels, lemon, I throw it out there. And my garden is like crazy. And so by doing that, you get to see the food that you get to choose into yourself, the exercise, because you're actually moving your body to do good things for that. And you also get to really stimulate, what you want in life, really. And so all these things are really examples of how to start to write a real good, when we have that good intention and time to let go of things, clean up the closet, clean up everything. I mean, I'm doing it and I'm like, God, I need help. Please, I really need help. If anybody wants to stay here and help me, fine, let's do it, because this is a lot to do, and I never expect all of this, that I start to get rid of. Sometimes hoarding is not a good thing to do. And so start your, I guess, plan board, or whatever you want to call it, your 12-month board, by doing, because it's December, try this. It may work for 2024 because it's the sign of repeat, and it's a good year to start this way of planning. And when I talk about it next year, you get to understand how I am talking about the different cycle and how it all works to manifest things, whether it's love, money, anything in life, but you just got to really put in your heart and soul into it. And so start now. I'm going to start today, even though I've been kind of pushing it, back to do this. I do it, because if you don't, you can't plan your habits, right? And it has to be what is the bad. I call it the bad, the good, and the evil. Because the good can go both ways to give it the balance. And your evil and my evil are two different evil. So by doing this, let's start to write about your food, exercise, and your surroundings. Your surroundings is so important. Because if you're not happy, like if you're not in a good relationship, if you're not in a good place of being happy, being content, your environment of your surrounding affects a lot to do with all of this, your habits. Because then it may go down to your habit as too much alcohol, too much shopping, for example, too much going out, right? We all save money to have our own place. Why don't you enjoy it? So, and I think, all of these things that we put into our body, we have to always remember that it turns into your contents, which involves your mind, body, and soul. Does that make sense? So if you're constantly doing something that you want to get rid of, write it down, So put down on what your goal is. Number one is deadline. Because if you don't put deadlines, you won't ever get to the next thing. Planning. Scheduling, right? Planning, scheduling, schedule. In that 3 months, break it down to 3 months. 3 months. You know? Because things can change, but do a 3 months contract with yourself, and then always reanalyze the balance of it and start to see what you have accomplished and start planting the seed in the next 3 months. Okay? You have to make sure that all of these details to manifest things is written down. And so it is a hard homework. It's a homework of life. How your lifestyle, how you vision, because this is your vision board, and we got to start doing it to create the health. And this year is really about a lot to do with these two themes, the health and wealth, because it goes hand in hand, right? So all of this is really what you did in 2020, right? 2020 is going to show upon the fourth stage, the 4, which is the next level of the funnel. You know, there is a way that it starts to go down. Usually it's the opposite, right? Where it's a funnel like this. But that's where we have to figure out in 2024, right? We have to figure out which funnel is better. The funnel of going this way, top down, or creating the health and wealth for everything that's around you, so it can be much more stronger at the end. So which is right, which is wrong, there's no such thing. It's a balance. So if you're able to create this, and because of the year that it's going on, you know, we have to always remember, and I wrote this that way, it's actually 2020, right? But you have to do it, yeah, I can't change it. Yeah, that's how it works. And so when we start to write down on how to create and use the frequency, right? The frequency level, the vibration, the sensory, and then the energy. Okay? So how to manifest the best way of it is putting down these deadlines, putting down a plan, a schedule in the next 3 months, your action, right? As I said, you know, talk the walk. The action is really getting it done. And that's how manifestation will start to grow. in both direction. So write down 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. What do you want to manifest, and what it takes for that action to complete it, to be done. So that's how we start to understand, because everybody says, oh, the fun is supposed to be this way, the fun is supposed to be this way. No, it's supposed to be equal. So you can understand how, if you wanted to understand it by top-down way, or community, make it into something that will always, no matter how you spin it, this triangle of funnel will always, you see it on an airplane, that triangle. The triangle, it doesn't matter how it's done, right? It always has this action of reaction. Okay? So, simple, I don't want to give you, if you do too much, okay, each month, write down the 3 things that you want to manifest, the action when you want to see it, visualize it to be done, and you go on to the next one, and the next one. And that's how you are able to create your lifestyle, that vision board, and most of all, understanding the health and wealth of what you want to do. So make sure that you make a checklist of the good, the bad. You got to go bad first to see the good, and you can see the evil of what it is. The checklist of your habits, which your contents, which controls your body, mind, and soul, right? Your habits. And then make sure on your checklist, besides really what lifestyle, or more importantly, that this has come into play, is your ID. And why I say that, AI is coming into the world. So what is your true identity? Always make sure that AI is whatever we want to see that could be fake on social media, TV, and stuff like that. Check yourself. Check your ID. This is part of your checklist. It's so important, is who you are. It will come out from your lifestyle towards your wealth. Okay? So these things are so important, and really this is a part 1 and a part 2. So if you like this, I do it once in a great blue moon, is because December is a time for people to understand, especially 2024. This is the year of finance, and it can go one way or it can go another way. So, and that would change your whole entire outlook for 2025, because 2025 is a whole different world going to be after 2024. So you guys take care. Don't forget to subscribe to Coco's Your Corner for more information on what we just covered through. Lot to do, because hey, getting you ready. Exactly 1 week from now will be the full moon, and it's the greatest Christmas present that you can give to yourself is to really self-plan and be real. Can't say anymore. Use what's around us. Use that energy. Use the God gift that you got within yourself, because we all have it. So stay tuned for more of Coco Jour Corner. And don't forget to hit the like button. Love your comments. And if I don't get back to you on your comments, I will. So take care and much aloha. So don't forget to check out our up and coming website. So that's going to start to come new on cocojour.com. Aloha.